Panel line, the honeycomb boards laminating machine. The machine has a set of 2 roll stand units. The roll stand is moved to the side of the machine. The roll stands have an expansion shaft with pneumatic disc brakes. The endless core is loaded by the forklift onto a special platform. The expansion table has 2 pairs of rolls driven by 2 different electric motors to enable good expansion of core. The height of the rolls is adjustable by electric motors, and the adjustment is easy, fast and accurate. The electric dryer is a unit for releasing tension of the core and dries the humidity, enabling a fast and accurate bonding between the liner and the core. The glue station has 2 pairs of stainless steel gluing rolls. 2 pneumatic pumps supply an accurate amount of glue controlled by electronic sensors. Electronic guiding units are integrated on the glue station, which gives an exact matching between the core and the 2 liners, which produces a high quality board. The heating plates float and iron the board to transfer the maximum amount of heat to the board. This enables high production up to 30 meters per minute. The drying table has 2 pulling wide belts driven by 2 different electrical motors. It's a set of rollers floating on the top belt to enable a good bonding, which gives a good pulling grip without crushing the board. The slitter unit has 2 sets of shafts, each driven by its own motor. Each shaft has circular blades, 450 millimeters diameter, including a wetting device to avoid sticking of glue on the knife. Cut-off knife. The unit is fully electrical, synchronized perfectly with the other parts of the machine. The circular blade is the same as the slitter, driven by a 4 horsepower electrical motor and its own wetting device to prevent sticking of dry glue. Panel line is the key machine of the honeycomb production plant. The machine can make honeycomb boards for a variety of products, for example, paper honeycomb pallets, packaging protection elements, etc.
A forklift loads sheets of cardboard next to the assembly station and then loads a pallet with honeycomb boards onto a feeding table. The operator activates a pusher which unloads the boards from the pallet. The pusher then pushes the pallet backwards, thus making way for a new stack of boards. The boards are then put one by one into the slitter machine and straight into the gluing unit. And finally, onto a special non-stick disc table next to the assembly station. The operator takes a cardboard sheet, puts it on the assembly table, and then places the glue-covered honeycomb beams onto the sheet. He then takes 2 more sheets and places them on the honeycomb beams. He presses a button, and the table adjusts its position in order to receive the next pallet. This provides the worker with the most efficient and comfortable assembly station. The line can produce pallets using honeycomb boards, cardboard sheets, and various other materials. The line is operated by a single operator and is able to produce varying sizes and shapes of pallets using inexpensive and non-hazardous glue. After the operator loads the adjustable table to its maximum capacity, he pushes a button, and then the table rises again to floor level. The stack of assembled pallets is pushed forward to the drying station, where it is compressed against the floor while drying. The finished and dried stacks are then ready to be taken to storage. IMA Engineering has developed a simple and efficient semi-automatic assembly line. IMA Engineering has developed the fully automatic production line for producing 4-way honeycomb pallets. This line includes a wrapping unit, which allows for the production of a unique pallet. The new pallet is a wrapped pallet. This pallet is composed of corrugated board and honeycomb paper. The pallet can support different loading types and materials. Hundreds of tests were carried out on the pallet's ability to perform under especially difficult conditions in order to ensure that this pallet could serve its purpose. The objective set is to support loads of 500 kilograms or 1,100 pounds. The pallet is actually much stronger and may be further reinforced if required. A forklift loads 2 stacks of different sized honeycomb boards on 2 feeding tables. From this point onwards, the line performs in a fully automatic mode. Honeycomb boards are pushed through a slitter unit in order to create beams. The beams are pushed forward with great precision and cut crossways, thus creating cubes. The cubes are then transported through a separator conveyor, which divides the cubes into 3 sections. Simultaneously, at a different position, honeycomb baseboards are pushed forward one by one to the assembly table. A robot arm lifts the cubes and positions them above the assembly table. The baseboards are then moved forward and sprayed with hot melted glue, and then positioned to receive the cubes. The robot arm places the cubes on the baseboard. The baseboard and cubes are pushed forward, and the top of the cubes are sprayed with hot melted glue. Cardboard cartons to be used as top boards are then fed by a vacuum arm to their correct position. Then, the baseboard is positioned to receive the top board. A press lowers the top board and presses it on the cubes. The finished pallets are then pushed forward to the wrapping unit. A vacuum arm feeds wrapping boards into the wrapping unit. The wrapping board is pushed forward, sprayed with glue, and stopped directly under the pallet. A press presses the pallet onto the wrapping board and continues pressing down, thus wrapping the pallet with the board. The wrapped pallet is lifted up and then waits for an unwrapped pallet, which ejects it out of the unit. produce a variety of pallets is simple, controlled by a user-friendly PLC.